but it's not. So yeah, whoop. You can tell I've not done this for a while. So if you want to follow along with me and achieve... Words are hard. I ran out of space on the memory card and I have absolutely no idea what I was waffling about at the time. I think I was rounding things up. We'll give this a try. Hey lovely peeps, welcome back to the studio. A bit of hair that is refusing. There we go. This is just like right in front of my eyeballs and that's all I could see. I have spent the early afternoon with Dad out the front taking some photos in a new location. One of the things I was trying to do this year was up my photography game. Dad has an amazing Canon 7D and once we worked out how to use it, because neither of us, I think the last photos on it were taken in Idle Rocks, so that's over 4 years ago. So yeah, once we'd worked out how to get it back to the settings that we needed it to be on, fingers crossed we've taken some decent images and that I can edit them into something that is a little bit more exciting than just the very what end up being very blurry photos in front of this background. I mean, I love this background, don't get me wrong, but I take stills from videos and yeah, they just end up really blurry and not great and not what I was hoping for. So we will see if this works any better. If it does, Dad's camera also has a remote on it, so even if the photos end up being taken in here for the foreseeable future, I can do it with that remote. So that, yeah, we will see. I have also, I hope, filmed the outro for this dress. I've just got to film the intro bit for it and it's not going to be what the video is not going to be a proper sew along, it's going to be a comedy of errors. So
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
No Siri, but thank you. Go away, thank you. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a kind of like comedy of error because I think like it's ended up as a nice dress. It's too big, it's way too big. I tried to make it too many things, it failed at all of those things, and it's just like it wants to be like a fitted corseted kind of D&G dress, and it is currently a throw-on looser fitting hot summer day dress, but I don't like it for either of those things, so I want to work on it some more. I want to like take the shearing panel out. That was just an utter fail. I'm glad that I tried it because otherwise it would have been in the back of my head like, you should have done this, you should have done that. But yeah, it's not turned out how I wanted it to, so I'm going to go back and try and fix it. But I did promise a hack along, sew along, disaster along video, and it's ended up being the third one, so that just needs a bit of an intro to build up to that, so I'm going to film that next. But I have filmed the twirls for this outside. I'm going to film some twirls and take some photos inside just in case.
Okay, you're out of shot now.
Thank God for that, because that was very awkward.
Okay.
Attacking your pants.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had a look at the pictures that Dad and I took and they look okay, but who knows when you get them off a teeny tiny screen and onto a bigger screen whether they're in focus and all those other things, because yeah, like I say, neither of us have played with that camera for a good 4 years, so we are both of us blind leading the blind, as it were. But we'll get there. Yeah, I still need to film like a proper sort of like more in-depth twirl for this one. It feels like I've got like something biting me. I've got some I've got a bite. Fabulous, just what I wanted. If I keep playing with it, it's going to get redder and redder, isn't it? Never mind. Feels I got like a bug in there. That's the problem. I don't know. Oh well, never mind. Just now I have a giant red patch on my chest. Fabulous. Never mind. What was I saying? Yes, intro and outro for this sew along. I've still got a tiny bit of footage to film for the alteration of the pattern to make this have a higher back, because it's meant to be a scoop back, much like the front, and I attempted it and it worked, but I didn't film the process just in case, and I should have done, so I need to go back and redo that. But I did it all in pencil previously, so I should be able to do it pen this time so that you can see better what's going on. Then I've got my lookbook to film, and I'm still debating whether I'm going to put all the jersey jumpers and trousers and stuff on or just show you them and promise to have them in 12 form for the year in review, because it's really muggy today and the idea of trying on a million different things, especially over this hairstyle, does not appeal. But we shall see, because I appreciate lookbooks are much more fun when you can actually see the thing on the person rather than just here is the thing I made. Yeah, I've also got a pattern collection video that I want to try and do, and a Patreon pattern vote that I want to try and do. So I've got lots of bits and pieces to work on this afternoon. So given that I'm wearing this, I'm going to do the sew along videos first. This should be the first sew along video that you're seeing at some point next week. Oh, I'm also going to do a September plans video because I have those theoretically. I think so the last Waffle, it went up on Patreon only because there was some very personal things going on, and I didn't want to put that on the wide world web because, you know, people have opinions and I have my own opinions and we may not agree, and I don't want to argue with people. So that Waffle went up on the Patreon side of things, and this one obviously is going out to everybody. Hello, it's been a while. Yeah, there's just been some stuff going on over August that I have been trying to get my head around, and I think I've worked on that. Giving myself some time off was really nice. I have done very little sewing. I mean, I've made a couple of things, but I've done very little sewing in August, and I was going to be going on holiday in September with some friends, and unfortunately that's just not going to be possible. So instead of having 2 weeks off in September, which I was going to pre-film a bunch of content for and schedule it all for, I decided to have some time off in August, and it's ended up being a little bit more time than necessarily I had planned for. But the idea was always going to be that I started work this weekend, getting ready for a video on Tuesday. James and Big Bird are coming for a long weekend on Thursday next week, which will be really fun. Hopefully we're going to go and do a few fun things. We're definitely going to Harvey Brown's. There's some other bits and pieces that they want to do, and it's their 10th wedding anniversary as well, which is going to be lovely to see them, because I haven't seen James for 3 years, I don't think, since he went to Malaysia. I don't think I've seen him since he was in Malaysia, and I didn't get to go and visit him in Malaysia, which was really sad. But yeah, he's back now, and he is now based somewhere else in the UK, so we're going to get to see much more of him, which is awesome. It's going to be the first time they meet the puppy and the kittens, although the kittens turned 1 year old on the 18th of August. We obviously haven't had, that was their birthday, we haven't had them for a year yet. That will be October time. But yeah, it's nice to be kind of feeling like me again, and it's nice to be chatting to you guys again and hopefully bringing you some interesting sewing content. So I'm going to get on and get all those things that I mentioned filmed. I will have a lot of editing in my future. Have fun times. So I will see you in a minute.
2 hours later.
It is raining outside. Dad and I definitely picked the best time of day to try and shoot all the different outfits that we did. Fingers crossed, like I say, they came out okay. But I am on to my second, I've just done my second video now. I'm on to the third one.
20 minutes later.
I have filmed nearly everything that I wanted to today. I've just got my pattern collection video left to do and my lookbook video left to do, both of which are huge videos, because I think I'm going to do the dress section of my pattern collection. I'm looking over at it now and I'm just like, maybe not. I still have a few other sections that I haven't gone through yet, and I might pick a couple of those and put them into one, because those are all the really teeny tiny sections, because my voice is going. So doing a really long pattern collection video and then filming a lookbook and then filming the 12s for the lookbook might be a step too far, especially with how this is going. I do have squash, so that helped. That helped a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have a quick look at the categories I've got left to film and make a decision on which one I'm gonna pick. We shall see. You will find out this will probably be seeing this before you see the pattern video, so I'll let you know in the next clip.
12 seconds later.
I chickened out and decided to go for jumpsuits because the dress section is absolutely huge. Jumpsuits is a decent size, but it's not going to be the longest video, which will help the voice, but I need to change.
1 eternity later.
That was a lot of filming. I'm not going to do the 12s now. I'm going to come down and do those tomorrow. Alexa, what's the time?
It's 4:55 p.m.
Yeah, I've been sitting down here talking for 4 hours and my voice has given out. So yeah, I've got lots to edit. I'm thinking the first thing that's going to go up is the Babylon leather video, then the September plans, then the lookbook video, then the sew along. That's in my head the order that makes sense for these things to go out, but we will see what actually happens. So I will be back tomorrow. To waffle at you some more, to do some twirls. Yeah, get everything prepped and ready for this mammoth editing session. I mean, the other reason I don't want to do the twirls now is because there's a couple of pieces back here that I genuinely don't know how I'm going to style, like that grasser dress. I don't know. I think it needs tights and boots. Fingers crossed it's not too hot tomorrow. Anyway, I will see you then. Bye.